Let's go ahead and get this cold start. Car is now tuned on the new updated setup. Let's go. Excuse the car being so dirty. I haven't had the chance to wash it yet. I'm actually going to do that today as well after I do record this video. But finally got the car dyno tuned with the new updated setup. No leaks. We're off the lean tune. It's now, you know, working with the long tube headers, and this car made insane power on the dyno. Honestly, was very surprised. Super happy. I did go ahead and actually get some runs in last night with the car, and it moves way harder than I thought. All the numbers were actually on a Mustang dyno as well, and those are typically like the heartbreaker dynos, so take the numbers what you will. I'm super happy with it. I'm gonna leave it the way it is right now until we go ahead and change the whole setup with the new motor, the fuel system, and obviously E85. I'm gonna go ahead, pull up to a spot, talk about everything that went down, and also you guys are not gonna believe well, you guys probably will believe, you're not gonna believe the last shop that worked on this car, tuning wise, they actually fucked something up and I didn't even know this entire time. And honestly, if I was petty and if I still lived in Illinois, I would go ahead and sue them. Like, no cap, I would sue them, but you know, it is what it is. But I will go ahead and explain what went down. The sound this car makes echoing like against walls. Borla attacking long tubes. Let me go ahead and roll up my window a little bit so you guys can hear me. We're gonna head over to my little spot. I'm not gonna be doing any hard pulls in this video. I'm gonna be saving that for another video because we did kind of get hit with like another random heat wave here in Texas, and I just don't like running this car at all when it's like 85 degrees or higher. I always run it at night. Cooler air, car runs better. We hit full boost and it rips. Like, I can feel the increased torque, like just driving around. Oh man, the car feels so much better, so much smoother. The power is just so much more linear. Nice vibe. Oh, I love that color. Hell yeah. Alright, so if we have space, we'll do like a second gear 30 roll here. We should have some space. If not, oh well. I'm gonna let these buses get ahead and then let the light kind of sit here, and then we should have some space. Second gear, 3,500 RPM. Kind of just leaned into it there. It moves. Spun a little bit, not bad though. A lot less than I actually initially thought, which is good. right, hope you guys enjoyed that little joyride. Also hope the wind doesn't get too crazy. This Texas weather is just all over the place. But those of you who are wondering, the car made 450 wheel horsepower and 450 foot-pounds of torque on a Mustang dyno, and that was the quote-unquote conservative tune, because believe it or not, the car actually made like 13.5 psi at like redline, because redline's like 6,200 on these cars, and apparently I could have made a lot more wheel horsepower if I actually ran the pulley just bigger than the one I have on right now, except the 2.87 pulley. I actually had the 3.12, but I'm not gonna go ahead and mess with it. I'm super happy with the numbers. 450, 450, matched it up evenly on a Mustang dyno. So take that for what you will. This was not on a dyno jet, this was on a Mustang dyno. On a dyno jet, who knows what it would have made. You could add, you know, another 10, 20, 30 if you want, but 450, 450 in a car that weighs 3,200 pounds, it moves. It is a completely different animal, and it's not even comparable to what it was. The car 110% needs a tire now. It has really good low end grunt, really good top end. I got 2 runs in yesterday. One was against a 6th-gen Camaro, and another was with an AMG GT. It actually was a 3-way race. I wasn't even planning on racing the AMG. I only wanted to see what was going to happen against the 6th-gen, because I knew I was going to lose to the AMG. I beat the 6th-gen by like 2 cars, and the AMG, we were like, I want to say I was ahead of it for like up to 90 miles an hour, and then, you know, the top end on those cars, it just took off. Those cars are stupid fast, so I knew I was gonna lose. I wasn't even really trying to race that guy, but it was just one of those things where it's just a random 3-lane lineup out of nowhere. Wish I recorded it, but oh well. I'll get some more runs in for you guys, but this car is an absolute animal. Now, it made 13.5 pounds of boost at redline, which is high. I understand it's high, and that's about where it should be with, you know, the 2.87 pulley and this shitty CX Racing intercooler setup that I have right now. But I got it tuned by CUNDN Racing in Pearland, Texas. Definitely go ahead and check them out, man, because the car, it boogies. He said it actually makes, or it could make more power if I put a pulley up, which I actually already had, the 3.12. I'm just gonna leave it the way it is right now. I'm happy with 450, 450. It moves. I mean, when you can match the horsepower to torque, that's really what you need. Then it's gonna roll out really nice. So I'm really happy with it. Now, when we did that kind of hit, the 2nd gear pull, you guys probably saw that the car did that stutter when I, you know, initially got to the top of 2nd, and he actually explained why that does happen. If these cars do not have like a Cobra tank with the baffle, all the fuel goes to the back of the tank. So if you don't have more than a half a tank, it could stutter. So whenever I'm actually gonna run this car, you know, either at the track or on the street, which I'm 100% want to get a trap time on this car at the track and see what I can do with the 1/4 mile. Obviously, I'm gonna put a tire on the car first because it's gonna spin like a motherfucker, but whenever you don't have the Cobra tank, it could do that. So definitely gonna have, you know, 3/4 a full tank when I do go out and push the car, so that doesn't happen. But overall, I mean, the car, it moves. I'm super happy. It's a completely different animal, Almost feel like I need to get new brakes too, again, because I mean, these brakes are kind of sketchy, especially when you get, you know, in the higher 100 miles an hour. It kind of gets sketchy. I'm not gonna lie. It really does get sketchy. I need to get a tire because, I mean, safety is the first concern, and I mean, the way the car is right now, it's kind of weird. Like, sometimes it hooks, sometimes it doesn't. 1st gear is completely useless. I can't really do any rolls under like really 40 unless I get lucky, but it moves. Man, dude, I'm just these sirens, man. Every time I record a video, there's always some sirens. Now, one thing I will say about this car is, after going ahead and increasing the horsepower by, you know, plus 50, and the torque by, realistically, plus 60, 70, I'm really starting to hate these 410s even more than I already did. I definitely want to go ahead and gear this down to 373s. It's almost to the point where I kind of want to do it now before I actually do the whole motor build, just because the 410s really do rob the power from this car, and it kind of makes it a little bit difficult to hook up and also just really get the top end benefit of having long tube headers and you know, the increased horsepower and torque. But really happy with the car. Definitely go ahead and check out See You in the Racing. It's a beast now. It's a beast. I need to get this on the track. I need to get this car on the track to figure out exactly what I can do with it. But yeah, I want to make this kind of updated video, let you guys know everything that's going down with the car. Some minor changes we did was we did change the cold packs. We have the MSD, you know, quote unquote Edo Rock cold packs, same thing. And I actually have to go ahead and change the spark plugs again, because the shop that actually tuned this car originally with the lean tune, the shit tune that was on it previously, they actually didn't even change the spark plugs. Can you believe that? Like, I paid them to change the spark plugs, and there was cooler spark plugs, stock spark plugs in here. It didn't really make any sense. I mean, if I still lived in Illinois, I'd probably sue them, to be honest with you, because I mean, that's just unacceptable. Like, how am I gonna pay you to do something and you're not gonna do it? You know, just doesn't really make any sense. But it is what it is. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I guess I just want to go ahead and update you guys on what the car's putting down. I'm happy. 450, 450. I can't complain. It's an absolute monster. So yeah, if you guys did enjoy, make sure you guys drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, turn on those post notifications. Catch you guys in the next video. Peace.